not have expected. Today, Jose, we have 4 VODs to review. 4 VODs, all different ranks, all across the spectrum. I'm not 100% sure who's who and what's what. We do have some returning students, though. And we're going to start off with Coffee Bean, a returning student. We're going to take a look and see how they are progressing right now. Let's give her a go. Coffee Bean, how you doing?
Hello. I'm doing good. How are you?
Very well, very well. Coffee Bean, you've been here before. We've seen you on stream, I believe we have, actually.
Yes, we have.
Tell us once again, just to remind everyone who's in here, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long you've been playing for? What are your goals? And what sort of things have you learned in the past from me that were big game changers for you? Where are you at right now in your journey?
Okay, so when I first came on stream, I was bronze 1.
Nice.
I started playing in October of last year, so I've been playing for a little while now. I ranked up to gold 1 a couple days ago.
Nice.
So that is my current peak.
Let's go.
I think a lot of what I took away from our first session was a lot of like mental energy. I think a couple times in my first VOD, like it was really easy for me to get discouraged. It was bare ass minimum was a big thing, like finding the value in save rounds, finding the value where it could be had, just being more consistent about comms. I've done a lot of movement work too. I think my mechanics still need some work, but I've improved my movement a lot, which has helped. Yeah.
Awesome. So 2 ranks since our first VOD, which is great.
Yes.
So you're on the right direction. What's the goal right now?
Honestly, the goal is just continuous improvement. I just want to get better and more consistent as time goes on, and as I play more. I think I originally set diamond as my goal rank.
Okay, but we're almost there. We're almost there. That's awesome. That's great that you've made progress already. That's what it's all about for us, and for why I do what I do. So I'm glad that I was able to hopefully facilitate a little bit of that growth for you. Sure. And yeah, I'm excited to see how you proceed here. So what sort of things are you realizing you're struggling with now in this new rank?
I think the biggest thing is it's still positioning, right? So I think the first time we worked together, it was post-plant positioning was my biggest opportunity. Now I feel like it's just positioning
How's it going,
in general. Like I don't know when to push out and when to play safe. And it's put me in situations where like I'll sit on site for too long. So I'll get pushed by like 3 or 4 people, which puts me at a disadvantage.
Right.
And just continuing to calm. Sometimes my comms are stronger than other times. I have interacted with a couple people. Like it's Valorant, so you're gonna deal with toxic people. I try to live by the philosophy. I mean, you've said it several times. Like if someone's toxic, keep calming, but mute whoever's being toxic. I have a hard time doing that, so I will just stop talking. But my biggest strength, I think, in the game is that my comms are really strong. So people play off my comms really well. So when I'm not calming, I have much worse games.
Okay. And you mentioned you still have trouble with the threats of where they're coming from in Oh Shit Line. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, because I just saw it in the first round.
Yep.
saw an opening there. Little opportunity for growth. But that's great. That's great that you've seen some progress. Obviously, the calm thing we've talked about, numerous times in the stream, but also with you as well. So there are things that you can and can't control in this game, and it's just a matter of, managing what it is that you can control and not worrying too much about the things that you can't. So we'll go into it a little bit deeper today and see if we can figure out some more things for you to work on as we go through this. Let's watch this first round. Now, this first round, this is my first time viewing this VOD. This first round shows very clearly a couple of opportunities for the Oh Shit Line, which we've talked about several times on the stream. For anyone who's brand new to the concept of the Oh Shit Line, it's the line where the threat is coming from. So, for example, right now, if we were to look at the situation, the threat can be coming from Martell Smith. How's it going? Good to see you, my friend. Welcome in. The threat can be coming from Arcade and from Tower. This is where the line comes from, so it's actually to our left directly. it can be coming from in front of Jet, which is exactly where it's coming from as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are areas where the threat are very clearly going to be coming from. So as we're going through this round, I want you to bear in mind those 2 threats, and let's see how this progresses.
Yeah.
What is the goal right here? What are we trying to do?
Like, why am I positioned where I am, you mean?
Yeah. What are you trying to do on the site right now? What's the plan?
Right now I am set up to where I'm essentially trying to gather information is a lot of how I position myself in this situation, and being able to kind of figure out where they're pushing from.
Okay.
I think that where I kind of made an error here is that my jet has obviously pushed like very far out, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
still sitting on site. Um, and it's just like a struggle that I have, I think, because I think that like when you look at a lot of content, it's like, don't take a stupid fight. So I try very hard not to take a stupid fight, but that means a lot of the time I take 0 fight. So I joke a lot with my the people at Kiowa sometimes, like, I will die the least and I will have to clutch up the most, because I don't push that. I don't take the fights, but that
Right.
puts me at a disadvantage a lot of the time. Because I mean, I have clutched up a 3v1, but that sucks and it shouldn't happen as much as it does.
I think it's less about taking a fight, than it is getting, information, or taking
Yeah.
a aggressive posture that allows you to at least gather information, and on the off chance sometimes take a fight. That's the way you want to be playing it.
Yeah.
You've chosen to position yourself on the bomb site, which is going to be a much later part of the round fight usually, right?
Yeah.
The first fights that you're going to generally take on Fracture are going to be Long B, which is what Jet's doing, or towards Tower, usually towards Arcade. Those are the first 2. The fight that you would end up getting is once they're actually on the site, hitting you from this side, and from B main. So you can see how already in this position, let's say that Jet dies here, you're now in a situation where you're going to get pinched on multiple angles. So this last spot that you've chosen is not the most ideal. This should be the last place that you last resort stand altogether. Now, on top of that, you already hit the nail on the head. Your Jet is clearly got a plan, and her plan is W key. Okay? Welcome to gold, right? When you're in gold, it's W key. When you're in plat, it's W key. When you're in diamond, it's W key. And even sometimes in the higher ranks, it's W key based on how much ego that player has, right? So at the beginning of every single round, how's it going? Primal, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. 2 months in a row now. Appreciate you, my friend. We're now in a situation where we need to be thinking about how do we play off of our Jet, because our Jet clearly wants to be aggressive. So this is where I would say, like, doing something like an aggressive cam right here for this play, right? To at least alert her of where the people are coming from, or use it as a distraction so that when she's pushing up, they shoot the camera first, crosshair placement's not on her, makes it a little bit easier for her to take a fight. Those are the things that you want to be thinking about. So at the beginning of every single round at this point, you definitely, we talked about communication before, but this is where we need to start discussing with our site partner, especially, what's your plan? What do you want to do? How can I support you? Right?
Yeah.
So this is the point right here where we have this communication as we're doing the setup. I see that you're playing towards the barrier. Are you planning on pushing up right now? Oh, you are? Okay, great. Let me throw a camera here for you. All right, I'm going to throw a camera to distract, or to be able to spot it out for you. You can take that space easily. Right? Yeah. That would be what I would be communicating in this moment as a Cypher, okay? Or communicate, I'm going to swing with you. One of the two, right? Yeah. Is it bad when your duelists go hecka negative and you're an initiator and top frag over them? No, it's not. It's not. Frags don't necessarily indicate if you're doing poorly. It really doesn't. As soon as you break that mental, you won't be constrained to do certain plays. Like, for example, I don't think in this situation the student is thinking about where she is on the kill to death ratio, but she's thinking about, I don't want to put myself in a spot that's going to get me killed that other people might blame me for, right? Maybe that's where it comes from, right? So in this situation, I'd rather she does the opposite and plays a little bit more aggressive, maybe towards tower, for example, and then peek out tower and see what's going on, and then at least get the information on if they're going to be attacking B site. That would be the one change I would make for your play. So no hydrator, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're playing better or worse than these people. And sometimes a duelist, especially an entry frag duelist, so the 3 duelists in question, typically that you'll see random score lines from are Jet, Raze, and Neon. These are your 3 duelists that will oftentimes have hit or miss scores. The reason being is they're entry fraggers. They're entries.
Yeah.
Okay?
They got a great space.
Yeah. So they, a lot of the time, are going to be the sacrificial lamb, right? They're going in, and their selfless play of moving in a certain way oftentimes will get them waxed, but it will allow for you to take space onto the site to be able to get the kills that you get as an initiator. So a lot of times we need to be, as a community, a little bit more flexible when it comes to KDA for these 3 in particular. Now, if it's a Reyna, if the Reyna is playing it properly, the Reyna should be 2nd or 3rd in, because her utility, her kit, is enabled by someone else dying, right? So she has to kill somebody. If she's leading in to the site, I would say that is an inefficient position for her to be taking on a site take, because she should be trying to get the second one in, or be the second one in, to be able to enable herself with a kill, right? So, not to say that she can't entry, it's just not as efficient as these 3. It's kind of like talking about operating, right? Who do you think are the best operators in the game? The people to use the operator. What do you think?
Chamber, Jet.
Chamber, Jet are probably tier 1. Is there a tier system we can do? What is this app? This is valoplant.gg. Is there a tier system we can use? I think there is one. Valorant tiers. Make your own tier. What is it? Make your own tier. I think it's this one. Can I make my own tier? No, it's not working. Make your own tier. Let me see. Make your own. What's the point I'm gonna make here? Oh, there we go. This might work. Yeah, perfect. Cool. All right. So let me. How do I reset this? Is there a way to reset this? I'm a boomer. How do I reset this? I'll just put them all back. Okay. There's got to be a quick reset button somewhere. I don't see it. Save it, download, reset. There it is. Perfect. Okay, cool. All right. So you said Chamber and Jet are number 1 oppers. Where's Jet? I don't see Jet. There. I agree with that. We'll talk about why in a little bit. Who do you think would be an A tier opper?
Omen.
Possibly. I'll put him here right now. I'll put Sage here too. Who else could be an A tier opper? I think Reyna.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? What do you guys think? In chat. Who's an A tier opper, chat? Jet and Raze. You said Jet and Raze. Jet and Raze. Raze being an opper. Raze can definitely be an opper. A decent opper. Put her in B though. Neon, Yoru. Neon, probably not so much. Yoru could definitely work. I'll put Yoru in A tier for right now. I don't know. Sova is pretty good. Put Sova in C right now. Let's see what else we got. Easy ones for us to put in there. D. Let's go D. Most sentinels are going to be that. Probably D. Neon D. Astra's a D. Viper might be a D. Phoenix, I mean D pretty much. D. And D. Pretty much all those ones are D. Okay, so why Sova C? I think Sova could just be a D as well, to be honest. Okay, so let me see. Do I have everyone that I'm thinking of? 1, 2. We're not worthy. 9. I think that's about right. Okay, so here's why I rate them like this. And there's a point that I was going to make on this whole thing, but here's why I rate them like this. So these two here can both, and I would say that Jet's probably number one now. Actually, if we go back here, let me bring it back a little bit further. Let me go this way. This is what I would look at after nerf. So Jet makes the most sense because Jet can both get high ground and can escape. So Jet makes most sense for an Opper. Now, Chamber with the nerf can get high ground, but then you limit the options for escape. So probably not as great. Now, this one here, they both can escape after a kill. Or even before a kill. So Yoru takes the cake. And then you have your high ground, right? So the direct impact of an operator is being able to change elevation and to have a quick escape. So these four, or actually, sorry, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven characters are your ideal operators. The rest of them here can op. They can hold the weapon, which is not as ideal. So the point I was going to make it before I went on a tangent here, what was I talking about? Remind me. We were talking about something. What were we talking about? Fragging. Yes. So operators versus fragging. So the reason why I say that certain characters are... Is that what I was referring to? I totally forgot what I was talking about. See, Phoenix tears. I totally forgot what I was talking about. Where they always want to give the D. There's no way Yoru is ahead of some app for it. Really, Austin? You want to have this argument? Sage and Omen for opping? No, I disagree with you completely. Disagree with you completely. Always have get out of jail free cards ahead of high ground, in my opinion. Get out of jail free cards allow for 2 fights to happen. High ground, high ground would take second fiddle. You can reposition with Omen. Yeah, you can. You can also reposition with Yoru. From distance, they can't hear.
So my game crashed, so I was just gone for the first like half round.
Good work, friends. Keep using my vision to your advantage.
Anyways, let's get back into the VOD review. There was a reason why I brought that up. I can't remember why. Apologize. That's okay, Austin. You're allowed to disagree.
Yes, this should do. That goes there.
Oh, is it?
Enemy spotted A.
Enemy spotted A.
Okay, so this entire process here, I want you to listen how quiet you are in the situation.
Oh, yeah. I think I said nothing.
So, whenever you're rotating, I always want to be vocal about asking for information. Your setups have all been very passive as well. Don't be afraid to get the camera out there. If you sacrifice the camera, you sacrifice the camera. At the end of the day, if you can get a camera deep and control that whole space there, now all of a sudden you can take that space and start flanking if you wanted to.
Enemy spotted A.
Or hear people up close. If they shoot it, then you know they're there.
Enemy spotted A.
So this entire process here, I'd be asking for numbers, figuring out what the heck's going on site.
Careful, Kate.
Cage triggered.
Be faster.
No hard feelings.
Multiple enemies A. Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
Hide them and its secrets.
We can have a discussion afterward, Austin.
Remember, Brimstone,
Off stream.
if anything happens to you, I'll take the lead.
I can buy you Sage. I have full armor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Were these okay to throw a brick at my teammates? Can't hold on a site for even 15 seconds. No, it's not okay to do that. That's murder. You just love Yoru and I respect that. I don't even love Yoru at all. I'm just looking at the option of him being able to TP anywhere around the map. So if you take a shot there, you can move to another spot really quickly, and then use your op in a different position.
So is Jet? On her.
I don't see anything main.
So yeah, the problem with a lot of Sentinel mains is that they don't know when to play passive, when to play aggressive. They end up getting into this position where they start playing overly passive on certain things. What am I seeing? Okay, what the fuck was that? Hang on. Oh, that's what it was. It's like, look at the mini map, everyone. Look at this.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck am I seeing here? Like, are jets in spawn? The jets in spawn? What's going on?
Might be dish.
Planning A.
Spike planted.
One drop.
Okay, come back here. What's going on? So you put your cages out really early as well.
Yes.
What do you have? Oh, you don't even have cages purchased.
No, I did not get
Why
cages
not?
this round.
Why not the cages? Why not buying the cages?
I struggle with this a little bit when I'm solo queuing. I chose to buy my teammate versus buying my full yield shield.
Okay. You bought your teammate.
I bought Sage, yes. I can buy you Sage. I got 2 trips, and I kept my gun and my armor from previous round.
Right. Okay. Why are we buying this round? Why are we setting up for a full buy for Sage this round?
Because my concern was that her buy was so off from everybody else. And again, this is just something that, like, when I see someone on my team have a weapon like a Phantom, when I don't want someone, I want this to be as advantageous as we can be. And knowing that I had full shields from previous round, I was like, I can buy. And that way we're on as similar of a buy as we could be, knowing that Sage had died the previous round.
Okay. But we're on what kind of round this round? Financially?
We're bonusing this round.
Yeah, we're in a bonus round. So
Yes.
we don't want to be full buying anyone at all on this round.
Okay.
Because now they're going to be off in the following round. You're going to be off in the following round if you lose. Right?
Right. Yes.
So if she wants like a sheriff, then yeah, we can buy her a sheriff if you want. But it doesn't make sense to be full buying this round at all. So I like the suggestion of you know, trying to help someone out for sure. It makes sense. But in that situation, definitely not buying that. And buying the cages are low-key one of the better ways to be able to win a round like this. The reason being is that if you had your 2 cages, when you're retaking here, they're kind of like smokes. You can throw one right to the left, right to the right here, and you can move right into them and then explode out of them, which is exactly what you kind of want to do on a round like this, considering the fact that they have such an advantage over you with the guns that they have, right? So you want to try to generate some sort of close-range fight. And that definitely would have helped in this situation here.
Yeah.
So the buy was a little bit off.
Yeah. Also, chat, my push to talk is on my mouse. It is my thumb button, my back thumb button.
And you have no struggle with that in terms of being able to...
No, I do struggle with it. And it's something that we didn't talk about it last time because I didn't feel like I really had an issue with my mouse button being my push to talk button. But I can't push to talk and aim at the same time. And it's something that I started noticing the higher elo I got and the more the first time we had a coaching session, everything was kind of shit. Like I had a lot of practicing to do, and I've done a lot of practicing at this point, and I now notice how shit some of the things I do are. So yeah, I can't aim and push to talk at the same time. It's not possible with the grip that I have on my mouse. But I also have a hard time. I don't know where to put it. Like I don't know where to put the push to talk, so I've just left it.
What other keys have you tried?
I have tried V, and I have tried H.
H?
Yeah, because I was trying to get it far enough away that I could still push it,
Yeah.
but not so far that it was awkward. But H was really awkward.
H is definitely awkward. I'm looking at him like, man, I got big hands and that would be awkward for me. So you'd be using your thumb, I'm guessing, right?
Yes.
Okay. So definitely not H. I like having mine on the left alt key.
Yeah.
You ever tried that?
No.
Okay. The reason why I like having my push stop key on left alt is because by default, you see all of these indicators above your character's or your friend's teammate's head right now.
Yeah.
See this?
Yeah.
So that comes up naturally when you press your left alt in game. Okay. So the reason why I have that is that I can pair both that plus my push to talk key. And if there's ever a situation where I need to ask for utility, it's very easy for me to ask for it, knowing that I can see the utility over their head. So
Yeah,
that
that makes
works.
sense.
It works really well for a lot of people. I find that universally is probably one of the best ones.
Yeah.
It's obviously a great push talk because your finger should always be on and off F. Quick slow. I thought you were gonna troll and say F should always be your default because when you're typing, you start the word F-U-C-K with F. I thought that's where you're gonna go with that for a second there. I thought that's where you were going with that for a second there. I mean, I get the option that it makes it useful. However, I think you're finding more use out of Sage. There's a reason there's never been your op in VCT. There's a reason why there's never been, or there's very little Yorus in VCT if you're going to use that argument. Yoru has a harder time fitting into most compositions, just like Reyna, in terms of her kit. That's why you don't see Yoru being used very often in VCT. It's a, for any team that was like Radiant and above that I suggested using a Yoru, it was purely to throw off the enemy team and what they thought was traditional play, right? So if we had a team that was clearly on paper better than us, we would use a Yoru to be able to even the odds, basically. Throw a wrench in their plans. If I knew I had a player that can like outskill them, but we couldn't outthink them, we just needed to throw some sort of character in there. That's why you're not seeing Yoru a whole lot. I think the use of a Yoru in that you're able to get all around the map, like on defense, for example, zipping around, that, in my opinion, both acts as a chamber TP to get away from certain things, and also acts as a way of transporting yourself around and moving the op and being unpredictable. That would be one thing that I'd be looking at. Now, can Sage and can Omen be really good operators? Absolutely. I think their greatest skill is they can get elevation. But I would not take elevation over a get out of jail free card. And that's why I have them over at Austin. Most people on TikTok gave me shit for putting Omen so high. But you think like me in that you can get different elevation. So, what button do you crouch on? I use left control. If I remember correctly. I think it's left control, yeah. I use my pinky finger to do that. What happened on this round? I apologize. Let me take a look.
One dead. My ultimate is ready.
How did this happen? This is crazy.
One's dish.
How did this happen? We need to watch from the beginning. Need to see what happened here. How the heck did they get here? Are you gonna watch Energy vs Navi tonight? I don't think I have time to watch that, unfortunately.
Enemy spotted A. Enemy spotted A.
I'd be a little bit more urgent with that call. Coffee?
Here.
One dead. My ultimate is ready.
How did this happen?
She went spawn, so nobody
Oh, he
actually
wrapped
killed her
you.
sand. Yeah, literally. So I made that call. I knew Jet was on site with an operator, so I was like, oh, Jet's gonna get the sand. But Jet never got the person's sand, so they literally just wrapped all the way around.
So they pushed right into you. That's
Yes.
crazy.
I know
One
exactly.
enemy.
That's a very rare occurrence for that to happen. So
There's a judge and a rifle.
I wouldn't worry too much about this round. I think the one thing that you could take away from this one is mostly just how urgent you are with the comms. Because, like, they're up on Shutter. Yeah, he wrapped spawn. Yeah. How often do you see that happen? Make it happen.
Yes, smoke, bro.
That was so confusing for me. Alright.
take advantage.
I can buy.
You're not pressing tab enough here. What's going on? Press tab, press tab, press tab, press tab, press tab.
Yes, this should do.
Should we give her
Thank
push-ups, chat? For the lack of tab?
This goes here.
Right.
Ooh, do not up. Do not up, Mr. Bassinet. Do
That
not
goes
up,
there.
because we don't want them to get one.
Will reveal their secrets.
Yeah. No tab.
In team chat, it's really awkward.
No. What's that?
They had a whole fight in team chat. It was really awkward. I don't know if you heard it.
No. What happened in team chat? We're winning 5-0. Why are we complaining? What's going on?
Because Jet didn't want KO to op, so like those two kind of fought for a little bit.
So
it
glad we're
wasn't
having this
bad.
conversation.
It wasn't bad, but it KO buys the op, and then Jet makes KO sell the op. It's really awkward.
Is it because KO's not a good operator character? It's so funny that we're having this conversation in chat.
Thank you.
What a coincidence.
This goes here.
Ooh, do not up, Mr. Bassinet. Do
That
not
goes
up,
there.
because we don't want them to
We
get one.
will reveal their
We don't want them to get one? That's the way you...
secrets.
Yeah,
Oh, this is a nice spot.
yeah.
It's not that big of a deal.
Grounded. Train hard. Someone's in attack spawn already.
I'm better about tab pressing now than I was when I recorded this.
Yeah, why do we press tab?
Because we need to be able to communicate to our team eco. Because if they're on an eco round and you're pushing into smokes, you're dumb of ass. And you also need to be able to understand like the potential threats. Like I think yesterday I played a game and they were on an eco, but Chamber had an operator, so Chamber had his ult, so like you knew he was gonna have the operator. So you have to push differently based on the potential threats that you're gonna run into.
Correct.
Show your secrets. They made you weak.
Does the enemy team win a round in this game?
I can't see
Yes.
you yet.
It does take a while, but they do it.
Okay.
I have money if you need.
So the major issue I'm seeing right now is that you have an unwillingness to take space, which is a big piece on this map.
Thank you.
On Fracture, you need to be challenging for the orbs constantly.
Yeah.
The fact that we're not being punished for this right now is just a factor of lack of competition on the enemy team's
Yes.
part
This is a nice
right now.
spot. This should do.
The thing I don't like about this wire is that by the time it's activated, it's already too late for anyone who's in sight.
Yeah.
Right? Like a later wire pushed up further will clear this as a potential threat for our team.
Yes.
The hunt begins.
No one walks away. Knife deployed.
Oh,
One
cage
suppressed.
trigger.
One switching A. Oh, there's 3 drop guys.
My camera is destroyed. I must wait a moment.
We can't just ignore this person on B side either.
Yeah.
Enemy spotted A.
Let me see this again.
They're planning it. They're planning A.
Spike planted.
Alright.
Fighting for my life.
What happened?
I'm just
Say again?
fighting for my life with this aim. This aim was just not
Just-
the way I moved into this angle is not very good.
Spike
Yeah.
I
Get out of
also
it.
literally had a cage there.
Okay, so where's the second person?
He is spawn. Where's the second person you want on the enemy team?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I feel like I should know.
You definitely should know.
They're planning A.
Spike.
Where's the second
Oh,
person?
because he's planting. He has to be on site.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to take this fight. You can distract or whatever, but you can also rewrap. You can go with your jet right now. So, not necessarily have to take this fight at all. And you're not fully resetting after every single burst. You're shooting so fast in between that your recoil's shooting up. You're also moving and shooting. There's a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah.
Take a second, breathe. It's a 3v2 situation. You don't need to rush anything. Fully reset yourself, then repeak it. This is better.
Suppressing.
You know.
Two's there. Target sighted A. Grenade.
One enemy remaining.
Just stick it here.
Sticking it.
Jet close.
No way this jet's gonna let you die.
Last player
My
standing.
Oh
God.
yeah. Joe's not an asshole.
Oh man, he should not be giving any direction at all.
My bad, I thought that was cleared.
He TP'd out.
I was saying he was on me.
So the entire time you could be communicating and looking at the minimap too. It's like he's on me, A main, A main. You got to be a little bit more vocal on this one. I just reached Ascendant 1. My friends are all plat. Should I play with them less to improve my skill? Yes. Unfortunately. I saw this TikTok today. It was so funny. There was a cap cut. I'm not sure what movie it's from. It might be Zootopia or something like that. It's like, oh yes, it's my time. And then like it shows a diamond icon over top of his head. And he looks down and it's got his platinum. You saw this video, this TikTok? It's so funny. I wonder if I saved it as my favorites. But yeah, it's so funny. He looks down and it's like it's I need to move on now. And like his rank turns to Ascendant and he walks away from him. It's so fucking funny. If you have that link, I would love to see it on stream. Yeah, Strevlo, unfortunately, you gotta move on. Play unrated with them.
Spike down A.
Alright, Coffee, can you stream a game? Do you think you can stream a game? You can play right now?
Yeah.
Okay. We're getting very little out of this one because your competition sucks. So I want to see another one. I want to see another game.
That's fair.
Let's give it a shot. We'll try a live one. Okay. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, this team is just not giving you any challenge whatsoever, which furthers my point about how playing against Smurfs is not a bad thing. Oh man, I'm not open to having this discussion with anyone right now, but this is my point. If you play against this quality of opponent over and over again and you don't get challenged, you're gonna be stuck where you're at. It is what it is. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, well, you know, people can play unrated and get really good. It's like, yeah, I mean, you can learn the game, I suppose. But if you don't have any legitimate challenge, then you're going to have a hard time progressing yourself. Do you know how to stream on Valorant here? Do you know stream Valorant here?
Need to
There we
grant
are.
some permissions
Perfect.
to Discord.
Okay, perfect. Let's see what you got here. Go ahead and queue up. So we very rarely do this, but basically what's going to happen is I'm going to mute myself in between rounds. I'm going to let you talk or think about what you're going to do. And then from there, after every little mistake or something like that, I will unmute and we'll have a quick chat about what happened. That way you're getting some sort of live feedback right away. Okay?
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. Let's see how this goes. Ever FN, thank you so much for the follow. Froggy the Duck, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome on in. Tell Coffee Bean I'm taking notes, please. Z Drones.
Hi, Drones.
Do you just meet a player like this Jet yet, or hold on a bit more? I mean, the Jet's not that. The Jet wasn't that toxic yet.
Yeah. It gets worse the more the day goes on, and I think that the more the game goes on, Jesus, because we're in a 1v1 situation at one point. It was me against a Fade or something, and I made a bad call. I decided to stick the plant, and then she got me with a prowler, and then we lost the round, and I immediately got roasted
by that guy.
By that guy, and I was like, okay, I didn't need this in my life. And then like the literal next round after he told me I was like dog shit, he was like, okay, can I get a buy now? And I was like, okay.
Yeah, just mute. If they're doing that, just mute for sure. But I think that early into the thing, there wasn't much there. All right, quick question. I know that people say when you cannot fire your weapon or you are not first in line, you should be looking at the minimap. How do you train your mind to do this, and what are the first few things you look at for when you are okay? Know that when you cannot fire a weapon or wait. Say when you cannot. Not 100% true, Hyper. if you were talking about like a site take, you shouldn't be looking at your mini map. You should be like ready to go at that point. There's a whole bunch of TikToks I have on this in particular, hyperlinking. It's all about when the fight's happening, right? So if you know that you are 100% safe, then your eyes are on the minimap. If you know that you're like 50-50, you're flicking your eyes, kind of like what I call driver's protocol. Every once in a while, you're looking at the minimap, you're looking at the scoreboard, you're looking at the kill feed, and you're flicking your eyes around freely. And there's other times where you are 100% going to be taking a fight. You should not be looking at any of your mirrors. You're looking straight ahead towards the crosshair. So it's weird that when I'm playing games, I think I should be able to win or carry, and gameplay seems worse than what I'm used to. Are those even worth a coaching review, or more so a game where I think the enemy is better so I can get tips on? If you can find one that's the enemy you feel is giving you a challenge, that's always going to be a better one for sure. But all in all, there's value in pretty much every single VOD. But if you're running the other team over, it's like 7-0, it's very clear that there is not a lot to be learned there. I feel like they never had a chance in the first place. So let's see how this one goes. Best of luck. If you have any questions, feel free to fire away and I'll be able to answer them on the fly.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
All right. It's just you and me, chat. It's just you and me. Sorry for the flow of this stream so far. It's a little bit of a weird stream for me today. I feel like my energy's a little bit off.
They've got one ugly looking crew. No offense to any of
All right, perfect. We have a decent quality. Is there any chance you can increase the FPS that you're streaming at? I think you're at 15 or something like that.
With the...
So
oh,
when
like
you...
just...
Yeah. Yeah, it should be better. Give us a run. Move around. Yeah, it's much better. Perfect. All right, she went with a wall. Wall and armor. So one default. There he is. It's probably maybe one showers. That guy just committed suicide. There's one showers. One's gonna be in CT in a few seconds here. This is the problem. I'm lagging here. We're lagging a bit. Sneaky Peeky, good to see you. How you doing? Okay, so a little post-plant positioning issue here. Alright, nice job. What I want you to do is when you're planting the bomb, I want you to look at where your teammates are going and figure out where you need to stand, because you ran into the same position as, I can't remember who it was with you, but there was someone who was going to be in that cubby with you, and that made it a little bit of a mess. Your positioning there on the post plant should have been short, and your first fight should have been the KO. In that situation, the KO could have completely clutched us here. So
okay,
a little bit of post plant positioning here. Okay, missing your Discord, and Val, how are you? Missing Discord. You haven't been in Discord for a while? I know you haven't been in for a while, but is everything okay? Things are doing really well. Sneaky. Be with your KO here. Probably one more on site here. Two on site. They're both here. They're both here. I want to say something. That's a bad idea. Did you know they were both there?
Yes, I did realize that, but my duelists had both pushed in, so I chose to push as well.
Okay, don't be afraid to say, let's go A question mark, both are a B. Both are B.
Okay.
Right? While they were in hookah, you had time. Because that smoke came down, and we saw Phoenix revealed on site.
Can I get a drop?
Because I look at the map as much as possible, then I'll miss some info that would have been crucial info. There's times when you should be looking, times when you can't. I got sick, sadly, I can't play anymore. I've been like this for months. Oh no, sneaky. This guy's gonna be playing aggressive on long again. most likely. Okay, you're good. You're good. Go, 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 go. Your team is dying. Go, go, go. Cancel and go A if you want, maybe. KO's gonna be flanking Raze in a few seconds.
We're
Here.
gonna go A. We have time.
Here comes KO. KO's gonna be on the flank. Here it comes. Nope. Yes. Here it is. Nope. Okay. That means he's got to be U-Haul. Gotta be U-Haul, right? Oh, yep, U-Haul.
One's heaven. One's on side.
Definitely could have walled here first.
Last player standing.
You were under a lot of pressure there.
Yeah. I kind of choked a little bit.
What do you think you could have done differently there?
I rushed clearing, I think, because I thought that when he called we have A site, I rushed clearing because I was like, oh, we have A. So like I did a quick clear. And then I just wanted to get the plant down because we were being pinched. And I think
We
it was
never
a
had
bad
A site. We never had A site. We saw KO throw his knife through the TP, and we never saw him after that point. So we weren't 100% sure. You had a chance to throw your wall up on the default spot and then plant from there, and we had full site control at that point from U-Haul as well. Yeah. This is a live VOD review, Sneaky. Yes, it's all live. So the point I want to teach her on that is we don't have site control until we have back lane control, or we have 2 frags. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're working with our team. We're just watching people.
There's 2B.
There's a little bit of a sense for me here where she's like afraid to make a move. Nice. Huge. If we can go back and res, that'd be great. Could we wall res one of them?
Yeah.
Careful, there's probably someone pushed up here. You have your teammate that you could res over, and I know.
Your duty is not over.
On backside.
Phoenix has been here before.
30 seconds left.
Okay, we're gonna play. We're
We're on
gonna play.
res. 4 on heal.
You should be playing from garden here.
For you.
Calm your swing.
They were not good enough.
Okay, a little bit more. Can you hear me right now? Can you hear me right now?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize you were hearing me the entire time while you were playing there.
No, you're okay, you're okay.
I liked either playing garden there or at the very least communicate that you're swinging on that situation because I'm not hearing you speak. Are you speaking in game?
I am. You're not hearing me common game.
No. So you have a push to talk in Discord. Can you switch that to voice activation for me?
Oh, yes. Yes, I can do that.
You have 3 seconds.
Get out of my way.
Oh god, she's gonna die. I taught myself WASD like you are on home row. Is it worth retraining how to move so I can use alt for push to talk? Or too late for that? I would need to see what you're talking about. Home row, like you're talking about like 4 fingers across 8. I do middle finger on W, your ring finger on A, your pointer finger on D.
Ooh, 1 heaven, 1 side. Both on site.
Just purely a situation of controlling space. Having someone just existing in U-Haul is better than you going for a fight on U-Haul. Just staying alive there, just like, it's so powerful altogether. So you're in a 3v2 situation. There's no need to be pushing up to try to find another fight. Let them come to you at that point. This Raze is throwing. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're seeing some examples of just numbers, or I'm also seeing a lack of decision making at the beginning of the round. I want you to call out what your plan is going to be, to me at least, what you're going to do, and I want to see you execute on it.
Okay.
Yeah, VOD review should only be in competitive.
Do we want to push
I'll explain
B
why in a minute.
here, and I can go garden with one person? Normally, KO sits garden. Just be aware of that. Watch. Okay, sounds good. We'll play slow.
Too bad I can't hear them.
Very nice, okay.
Boom. Gun here. Yes.
Enemy removed.
Huge. Phoenix is gonna be it. There it is. Take the orb, take the orb, take the orb. Why not?
One enemy remaining.
This happens way too often, chat, where we have a free orb. Take the orb. There's no sense in not getting that orb.
Oh, he pushed out to 5-person A. Here, hookah.
Okay, one major complaint. We had site control, which is what I want to talk to you about. How do you know when you have site control?
I'm not tired.
When you get a pick.
More than that. It's more than just one. If you get 2 kills on B site, for example, that means you probably have site control. It's now the duelist's responsibility to clear out to make sure there's not a third one, okay? If we get 2 kills, we've pretty much moved into post plant. If you get back lane control, so the back side of site control, you pretty much move into post plant. You had more than enough time to grab the orb on long and you ignored it. That was my one complaint I had. Okay?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the post plant rules is going to be very important for her to learn. So she knows when and... Oh, this Raze tried to commit suicide.
Armade? Let's go back inside.
For you.
Okay, this Reyna's been aggressive on showers before. I'd watch out for showers. Maybe a flank. Yep.
Yo.
Spike down A.
Reloading.
That's the thing with this rank, with platinum, with
showers.
diamond, it's always the same damn thing. It's always going to be the same people in the same spots.
I'm gonna plant.
Jet will be... there it is. So, this is a tendency that I measured from the first round, basically. Rain has been playing showers every single time, pretty much. So you have one U-Haul, you have one on default box, and one shower. So they're going to keep doing the exact same over and over again.
Max request. Yeah, that makes sense.
This is all just mental projection. Do you have it set up as a... well, I feel...
Okay.
Consider changing that. Z-Drones, I know of many people that have different button mappings that work for them, like pros and stuff like that, but I would say that the traditional WASD holding your keys like this work the best and most efficiently. If that's what we're referring to here. You got 2 more. KO's going to be on long. They could be getting desperate and starting to push through on short here. We got to be careful. Yep. Prediction clip in chat, please. Thank you. Jet's still in here. Jet will be CT in a few seconds. Probably peeking from default or U-Haul. I'm surprised. There she is.
Lamps.
Another prediction in chat, please. Another prediction clip.
One enemy remaining.
Can we clip all these, please? Thank you. Do one on the prediction montage. Okay, KO was flanked before. Never mind. KO's in CT. See. Oh, there he is. Going for the flank. 3 predictions, 1 shot.
I reset. I think that is my biggest thing. When I have to like take a straight gunfight, I like have such a hard time resetting because I'm like full panicking. Because I saw my silly little blue lines there.
Don't look at the blue lines while you're taking a fight. That's for afterwards. That's reflection. Okay?
Yeah.
I predicted every single person in that round where they're coming from. It's pretty crazy. I'll have to watch it again. The one thing I'll say to you is if you don't hit them in the first bullet and kill them, and you're playing a higher rank, they kill you. So there's no sense in panicking because the fight's already over. So just reset yourself. If they give you that opportunity to reset, that's a gift from above. Take it.
Okay.
Healing.
Suppressing.
Just backside. I'm gonna go
Two
for
on me.
res if we can fight this.
They're gonna get desperate and push straight through, honestly. Yeah.
Reloading. Your duty is not over.
Figures we're getting another game where not getting a ton of value.
Just backside.
One in CT in a few seconds. So 2 on backside. Reyna will be CT in like 1 second here.
Ooh, 80 Phoenix.
Enemy remaining.
Here comes Reyna.
Spike down B.
I have the spike.
Never mind.
He TP'd, so he's probably gonna be hookah.
Spike planted.
Oh man. So one communication that you can start saying is just 2v1, 2v1.
Because we're the
You repeat that sometimes,
Okay.
people will stop doing what they're just doing there. Like both of them are trying to go for a fight there. It's like,
Right.
why? We're just trying to get them a
Right.
chance to win. Just
Right.
repeat 2v1, 2v1. If they decide to peek like that and they both get one tapped, it is what it is. At least you've said it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If Brimstone alts U-Haul and you guys run into A, you guys win. We know where they're gonna play. They're gonna play showers and backside, right?
Right.
So ask them for that.
Will you?
It's too late.
Too late.
spike drop. I have the spike. Bomb body out.
Brimstone with us. Go outside.
Reloading.
It's not rocket science here, guys. And we can do it again, literally this round. Okay, so at the start of this round, just say, in the next round, say they play U-Haul, backside, and showers. Brim, if you can alt U-Haul, we can run into A for free. That's what you're gonna
Okay.
say next round.
Okay.
She's so far behind because I'm giving her ideas right now. Holy shit! That freaked the fuck out of me. I'm like, hello! All right,
Can
let's see
we
it.
push? And if you can, Brim, if you can alt U-Haul, we can probably take Cypher free. Why are they saying random car names? They've been doing it since first round.
So the way that you said
Kitchen-
that, the way that you said that wasn't good.
Yeah, no,
You
you're
say-
good. If we can get an alt U-Haul, we can probably take Cypher for free. They play Brimstone, but we can do K alt here. We're
The way that she said this was not the way you're supposed to do it. That's okay.
that's okay.
She's commanding. What you gotta say is, you guys like taking A for free here? If we Brim ult here, we
Yeah.
win.
U-Haul. I'm gonna slow it. Someone. Oh, we're screwed.
Last player standing. Spike down B.
NT. Mm.
Last round in the half.
We cannot.
So-
It's not B. I meant for an A push because for A pushes they're generally either backside or lamps. We were just not positioned for it. It's okay.
Okay, let's see what she does. I don't want to get in the way.
Yes.
How important is the round timer, and do you... Oh, you use it all the time, Hyperlink. It's the most important piece of information on the entire screen. So they're gonna win on this one. Free kill, backside, and one.
One's heaven.
They have 2 ops, that's
Down
crazy.
A.
That is crazy. We gave them one, so that's kind of our bad. I'm 2 HP.
Flank, 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 flank,
Last player
Please.
flank!
We made choices. We made a lot of choices.
No, this was fine. No one could predict that they're gonna throw 2 friggin' ops on the site. Like, you would have been fine. The flank you could have totally taken care of. You heard him running the entire time.
I am by your side.
Can you hear me? You can't hear me right now. Why can't you hear me? I'm muted. Sorry, I keep unmuting and muting on the wrong times. I was gonna say
Okay.
the play was fine. You couldn't have predicted two ults there or two ops there. They were doing it out of desperation because they're like, well, fuck it, we're just gonna lose anyway. So it ended up paying off for them, right? So that's totally fine. The flank you totally could have dealt with. You heard them running, and there was only one spot that they could have been, right?
Yeah. Panicked.
We go. Wall raised.
The problem we're going to run into right now, chat, is that she plays so passively that they're going to start just running it down. And I think this 9-3 curse case is going to be real.
I see the light. I can go the distance. They're on site.
Spike planted.
Precision.
I could see us losing this game.
Ayo, any high elo VODs today?
In a little bit, Tram, I do believe.
Indeed.
Get into the habit of placing your walls a little bit deeper if you're going to be using them.
Okay.
Make sure that you're able to buy for the following round.
I'm saving.
What should you charge for coachings?
They have a 3 duelist comp, so they're gonna push out really aggressively. So we should try to play for our lives.
There are many different coaching services we provide, Dan. All you want to do is join into the Discord. So join the socials. You can direct message me. I'll give you all the information. So there's something for everyone. If you can't afford one-on-one with me, there's other coaches that can do it at a cheaper rate. But I also have group coaching as well, which is another option. So group coaching is all through Patreon, which you see me spamming in the chat right now.
Spike down A.
Enemy spotted A.
So Dale might be able to save his Reyna's for life here. Nope.
There's a bulldog. Oh.
Let's get in the smoke. Get in the smoke. Go, go, go. Get in the smoke. Get in the smoke. Get in the smoke. You just want to do some sort of damage here. Take your time. Just do damage. Just remember, take your time and do your damage. I don't mind you running into that brim smoke there and trying to generate a close range fight either. Don't be afraid to be aggressive. There's nothing to lose in those rounds.
Can I get a drop?
Make sure we're actively trying to get your wall deeper, right? So if you're going to go to hookah, for example, put that wall deeper so that we're spacing it out and controlling more of the space. You don't have to wall right away either. It's up to you. Deeper than that. Put it deeper into the hallway. Yeah.
What's up here? Breaking wall. I'm gonna slow.
Util efficiency here is a little bit rough. They have sheriffs, so we don't have to be fighting in here.
Furnace garden.
Run away from the angle. Re-peek it.
Phoenix's garden.
There you go.
Ooh.
One enemy remaining. Spike planted.
You can totally call out the tube right now.
Okay. Can you hear them talking?
No, I can't hear them talking at all.
That's so weird.
That's his Discord. So I don't do live VODs.
That makes sense. Yeah.
There's a lot of reasons why I don't do live VODs.
Brimstone was like, Ren, I'm with you. Wait. Okay, blind out. Let's push. And then they swung together. So he was.
Okay, so listen. Try not to dump all your utility so fast. Okay? You gotta be able to conserve those slows. Those slows are your life force. Right? You can literally hold a site down by yourself with Sage if you are organizing when you're throwing that utility. You instantaneously toss both of them. Relax, breathe.
Okay.
Forward.
Spike down A.
You don't know you're safe there.
Phoenix is A.
There's so many times I wanted to just do something.
Spike planted.
It's hard for me to like really classify what needs to happen.
Dispatched.
Go get him.
Man, she might clutch this. Raise my clutch this by accident.
One enemy
Oh
remaining.
my god, she's gonna clutch it by accident. Pop your ult, pop your ult, pop your ult, pop your ult. Fucking pop your ult. There you go.
Well played.
Oh man, she accidented that. She accidented it. She really did. She like she played it so poorly that they never expected her. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So
That was wild.
all right, if you can ask for a drop here, that'd be great.
Can someone get this?
You can totally go for the jugular. Go for a vandal. Go for a phantom. Don't go for a bulldog. Just right click the vandal
Can someone get
or the phantom. Yeah, there you go.
No prisoners.
Full buy the slows. Full buy the slows. Do your slows. Oh, okay. We're not even getting a drop. Okay.
Prepare for hellfire.
Rotate.
I'm damn near full sight
Last
control.
player standing.
Oh. Okay.
Spike planted.
Thank you, Vixen.
That's cool. That's cool.
Just do damage here. Okay. Directly ask someone by name
Shoot the bad
for a gun.
guys. How's that for a
Okay.
Okay. Next
Yeah.
time.
Yes. That makes sense. Ooh, I'm gonna full save here. Raise is the
Other thing, I
only-
want you to get into the habit of pressing tab because you're missing it for a few of these rounds as well.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Joke's over. You're dead.
We need to gamble more. We're playing too much on our side. If you hear alts going one side, this rank is very simple. They're probably hitting that site. Push out challenge.
Push you backside.
Spike planted.
What was the function of the slows?
I saw that they had thrown a molly, so I thought that I would catch someone with a slow if I had thrown it at the correct angle, and I think that I had made a mistake when I threw it. I don't think I threw it far enough.
I think you're a rocket scientist. I think you're thinking too much.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. I do think a lot. It's definitely something I try to do a little bit less, right? Because I'm like thinking about what they're gonna do, but then I'm thinking about how I would counter the thing that they're gonna do.
Right now, don't think too much. What I want you to do is whatever your gut reaction is, you do it.
Okay. When they push A, where are they coming from? Mostly short or showers?
They're going through short.
Okay.
Just wall parallel to the hallway if you can. On that can work too, but ugh. You're so counterable, it's crazy. Where's that brimstone? Ugh.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Spike is B.
Your future is not over.
Thanks for the reboot.
Where's Spike down at?
Bomb buddy out.
Suppress it. One suppressed.
Just wall something. Wall long. Okay, you're good.
We're 3v1. Don't push.
So I was concerned about the KO wrapping I was concerned about the KO wrapping there for how long it was taking.
Match point.
Yeah.
So like the wall towards long could have been used or something like that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, we got a ton of people towards A. Is this the plan?
Yes, the plan was to gamble stack A because they lost B, but they keep winning A.
Okay, could you pair the Raze ult at short with the slow? Is that possible?
Yes.
Get out of my way.
So short.
You fought well. Good attempt.
There's a few showers.
Flash.
Vixen, I'm not gonna hold that against her because I'm talking to her a lot, so she's not thinking about
Please.
it. Like, why aren't we brimstone ulting anything? We have like opportunities
Last
to
two
end this round.
showers.
Let's ult it.
They might
Fucking
have
ult it and run
really
right
slow.
down on them.
Oh, they repositioned their short.
Enemy spotted A.
We're
I would say-
4v2. We don't have to
So
push.
in a high rank, right, you wrap to B because they're probably motioning to B right now. But if you wrap to B here, they commit to A on this rank. They never leave. See? They never fucking leave.
Pushing in.
No,
Teleported
they're
to-
leaving. Wow. Incredible. It's like automatic. They'll always go. They'll always keep going. It's like there's no other site that exists.
Ooh.
Fuck
One
me.
enemy remaining.
She's hookah.
Spike down. B.
Do it.
Last player standing.
God damn it, Brim. Ult it. Ult it. Ult it.
Spike planted.
They're plant for free?
Was it well played? No. It was played. GG's.
Oh man, it was just like it's hard.
Defenders win.
Sometimes I watch, I'm like, God, there's so many opportunities we have here.
Yeah.
So many opportunities here.
Yeah.
Let's go into the VOD so we can review it really quick. What I would say is that there's definitely a lack of action from you, which
Yes.
I came to expect, right?
Yes.
There's definitely that's going on. Let's just go through it and see, and I'll
Yeah,
talk about
for
some
sure.
specific examples of when this happens. Can you see?
Oh, let me tap. Let me tap.
1 second. Let me stop watching. There we go. Cool.
Yes, now I can see.
So I'm not going to hold the lack of pressing your tab against you because I was talking to you a lot in the pre-round. I know that people say when you site take, there's a whole. But there's still definitely a lot of that option available for you.
Yeah.
She went with a wall. Let's go through it. Wall and armor. Okay, so the one thing that is going to be consistent with platinum and diamond as you're ranking up is the same positions being played. So
Yes.
what do we know about their setup from what we experienced?
Of how you mean how they kind of position themselves when they're
If you were to go left to right across the map,
yes.
how many
Yes.
numbers were at B?
3. It was generally KO and Jet, and a few rounds it was Raze, and it was Phoenix one round, and then A it was always Brim and Phoenix, and if it wasn't Phoenix, then they were trading for someone who normally played B. So either Phoenix was on B or Reyna was on B, or the opposite, Reyna was on B and Phoenix was on A.
There's two options. There's either going to be 3B or there's going to be 3A. One of the two,
Yeah.
and then the other one's going to be 2. From what I was
Yes.
seeing, it was 2B and 3A. There was once or twice that they put 3 on B, and that was usually on an eco round is when it happened. Because they were probably gamble stacking towards B. So there's probably more than 3. So it's 2 and 3. The positions that they were playing on the map the entire time pretty much were 1 in U-Haul, 1 backside, and 1 showers. Okay?
Yeah.
We saw that right from the beginning. Now,
Yeah.
an easy hack for this rank is to pay attention in pistol round and see exactly where they're standing and just keep pretending or assuming that they're going to be there the entire time, because more often than not that's what's going to happen. Okay, So your pistol round can help you set up for success for the entire game. So we'll work on the assumption that this is going to be the setup every single time. There's going to be 2 towards B, and there's going to be 3 here. Okay?
Okay.
So we'll watch every time we hit A, and we'll see how often that is correct. But if you went under that assumption, you're probably going to be more than right. So 1 default. And what will end up happening is sooner or later, you're going to see different characters rotate around, because the path to victory is through the eyes of the opponent. What happens in this rank is, let's say the KO is playing here. The KO's gonna be like, oh, you guys aren't holding A. Let me rotate and play for you, Jet, and Jet, you play over here. And then nothing changes. They're still doing the exact same things with different characters. Okay?
Yeah.
That's the epitome of strategy and defense on your rank. Okay?
Yeah.
Probably maybe 1 showers. Like I just committed suicide. There's 1
yeah, that surprised me.
Showers. One's gonna be in CT in a few seconds here. Do you know that there's a Reyna here?
I knew there was a Reyna there in hindsight. Because she took the orb, right? So I should have known in the moment that Reyna, I knew someone was there, right? And I think that you had said, oh, Reyna always plays showers. And because the round that Brim had died, no one had cleared showers.
Sure.
So I knew she was there, but I didn't pick up that she was always there until you pointed it out.
Problem, I'm lagging here. We're lagging a bit. Sneaky peeky, good to see you. Okay, so this was a point with positioning and post plant. So you get the bomb down, or you're planting the bomb. Immediately, what you should be doing as you're planting is looking where? Where should you be looking? In terms of your eyes, your physical eyes in your body. IRL. Where should you be looking on screen?
The minimap, right?
What's that?
The minimap?
Minimap, correct. Okay, so you see your team positioning like this. They're all clustered on the site.
Yeah.
How many entryways into the bomb site do we have control over?
Currently, with how we're looking?
0.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at them, but you're not physically in them. You need to be physically in them to control them, okay?
Okay.
If you have 0 entryways into the bomb site, you create a massive opportunity for the enemy team to retake and win the round, okay?
Right.
You need to physically be in them, okay?
Okay.
We don't have anyone in CT. We don't have anyone in showers. We don't have anyone on short. So looking at that, as you're planting, you look at the mini map, you say, how many do I have control over? I don't have any. What do you think you should do? Where should you go?
I should have taken short control.
Correct. Watch where you end up positioning here. And this creates an opportunity for KO to now get a kill on site. Okay? Because Reyna's already in pocket. So now you're pushing her out of the position here. So it's awkward for her. Okay? Your job was to go through the smoke and control the flank. Had you done that, you would have caught the KO early. And that would have been information for your team. Yeah. So they would have been able to position properly for this fight, and they would have won on that. Okay. Because you do this and the smoke dissipates, you now create the opportunity for KO to come in and get a free kill, which could have, if Raze wasn't playing in this bozo position, which she shouldn't be, then you would be in big trouble right now. Okay. So a little post-plant positioning issue here. All right, nice job. So the big lesson to learn, first of all, we're going to talk about when to plant, how to plant, and when you have site control. Because there's specific rules for that, but it's also the rule of you looking at the minimap at certain times. I know Hyperlinky's in here, and Hyperlinky was asking, when do I look? This is a perfect opportunity. When you're planting the bomb, there's 0 sense in you looking at your crosshair, because you cannot shoot back. So your eyes are fixated on that minimap to gain any information that you need to be able to know where you should be going on this post plant. What I want you to do is, when you're planting the bomb, I want you to look at where your teammates are going and figure out where you need to stand, because you ran into the same position as, I can't remember who it was with you, Reyna, but there was someone who was going to be in that cubby with you, and that made it a little bit of a mess. Your positioning there on the post plant should have been short, and your first fight should have been the KO. That situation. The KO could have completely clutched us here. So a little bit of post plant positioning here. Okay, missing your Discord, and Val, how are you? Missing Discord. You haven't been in Discord for a while? I know you haven't been in for a while, but is everything okay? Things are doing really well. Sneaky. Be with your KO here. Did we hear a guy go through? We did hear a guy go through TP, right? Probably one more on site here. Two on site. They're both here. Okay, so this is where you could have canceled a little bit earlier. Here's where I can tell you can cancel, right? There. Right here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We could have canceled here. It said, okay, there's one over here. Because think of it like this. Let's pretend the Phoenix isn't here.
Yeah.
Where do you think the Phoenix is if he's not in sight?
Teleporter.
How do you know that?
Because we heard the TP go off.
Okay. We might have heard a TP go off. That might have been
Yeah.
someone else, okay?
Yeah.
But how else do we... where else would he be? Let's say he's an A, right? He usually
Yeah.
plays U-Haul. Okay?
Yeah.
So where would he be if we're hitting site with all this information, with these kills on site? Where do you think he's going to be? He's going to be in
Back
transit. He's going to
Yeah.
be in transit. He's going to be in CT. He's rotating, right?
Yeah.
He's going towards B. So let's say
Right.
Brimstone's here. He's going to be in CT.
Right.
So in this situation, it's totally fine to cancel and go to the opposite site because we're wasting critical time here to get into the site.
Right.
So for us to get in, one more on site here. Two on site. They're both here. I want to say something. That's a bad
They're both
idea.
here.
Enemy remaining.
Did you know they were both there?
Yes, I did realize that, but my duelists had both pushed in, so I chose to push as well. I realized that they were both there
Wait, don't
after Reyna had made contact with the Phoenix, because I knew Brent was there for sure.
Did you make the comm?
Because
that
that
they were both
smoke
there?
came
No.
down.
No, I did not.
Yeah.
On site.
Do that. Don't miss it. Because I look at the map as much as possible, then
Big gamble
I'll
stack to
miss
be
some
there.
info that would have been crucial info. There's times when you
And
should be
almost
looking,
paid
times
off.
when you can't. I got sick, sadly, I can't play anymore. I've been like this for months. Oh no, sneaky. Hydrator, when I play Sage, I have a bad habit of walling over the smoke to create an angle. So you're playing a really aggressive Sage then. Because that's like it's almost like I know, don't take this the wrong way, but it sounds like a selfish wall. If that's what you're doing. Walls should be a deterrent or a way of slowing people down. A Sage, you're a big annoyer. That's what you should be thinking about. You're an annoyer. If you create an opportunity for a frag here and there where like you need to make a play and use your wall, that's fine. But it's not supposed to be like a main source of your frags. This guy's gonna be playing aggressive on long again, most likely. Okay, you're good. Go. See, like your people are on site right now, and you're walking. This is where there's like a little lack. For me, look at where I'm looking right now. Right.
Yeah.
I'm looking at site, and like the site's already being taken. So even if there's someone at long, they're looking this direction. They're so worried about that. Like, let's get it going. Let's move.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, you're good. Go. You're still walking. Go.
Yeah.
Cancel and go A if you want, maybe. KO's gonna be flanking Raze in a few seconds.
We're
Here.
gonna go A, we have time.
Here comes KO. KO's gonna be on the flank. Here it comes. Nope.
Yeah. So what he said was, "Oh, A is
That means he's
free,
gotta
so
be-
go." And I think I started rushing, but like I should have known better because we didn't actually clear A.
How do we know that A is free? Let's take a look at the mini map. I see one.
Go.
See two.
Team's dying.
Three. There's three.
Go.
Yeah.
Cancel and go A if you want, maybe. KO's gonna be flanking Raze in a few seconds.
We're gonna
Here.
go A, we have time.
Okay, so you move away. We have three on B site. They have legs. They can move around. Okay.
Right.
So
Right.
let's assume that they're moving right now. Okay.
Yeah.
And one's leaving because we're not making any noise. Okay. Here comes KO. KO's gonna move. Let's now say they're gonna rotate now because they hear the TP. Okay. So
Yeah.
let's just give them the benefit of the doubt here. Brimstone Bro, how's it going? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for the tier 1 Prime sub, actually. Appreciate you. Is my widgets not working here? Sometimes I gotta wake it up. There we go. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. I got a lot of push-ups to do. I gotta catch up on this, so thank you so much for coming in. Alright, so let's say that they're rotating right now. How long does it take for someone to rotate? So we saw the Phoenix. So how long do you think it takes for someone to rotate to this position? If they're the Phoenix.
Like 15 seconds.
1,003, 1,004, 1,005,
That's right.
1,006, 1,007, 1,008. So probably about 8 seconds if they're knifing out.
Yeah.
8 to 10 seconds. Okay, so
Okay.
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000. They're in CT.
Yeah.
9, 1,000, 10, 11, 12. They could be in heaven. Oh, look at that. They're shooting at you, right?
Right.
Yep. And they're backside CT now. Yep. 1, 2.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is the amount of time. So you need to be thinking about how long it takes for someone to get somewhere, right? If A site's free, you saw all 3 of them, you got to bust your ass, okay?
Right.
That being said, one's in heaven, one's in CT. You could wall yourself across here, or you can set yourself up to wall somewhere else, move across if you want, take this fight if you want, and then from here we have time. We see one in heaven.
Heaven.
You thought you were safe for some reason, I don't know why. Wall across here. Take a second, breathe, wall, and plant.
Yeah.
Right?
One's on the side.
Is coaching free or a paid service? It's a paid service.
Last player standing.
You are under a lot
you're
of
interested
pressure
in
there. Learning more about
I
the
kinda
coaching,
choked
we
a
have
little bit.
other
What do you
options
think
as
you could have
well.
done differently there?
You can join up on the
I
Discord that's
rushed-
listed in my socials, and you can direct message me, and I'll give you more than enough information.
When he called, we have A site. I rushed clearing because I was like, oh, we have A. So like I did a quick clear. Yeah. And then I just wanted to get the plan down.
So this is all like mental projection stuff, and it comes from
Yeah.
the same situation we talked about with where do we think people are going to be playing on the map. We know there's 3 on A, 1 towards U-Haul, 1 towards backside, and 1 towards showers. And that player on U-Haul stayed there the entire game, because in the last round I said, let's do the freaking Brim ult, and we're going to get a free kill. And it worked. We got a free kill, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So the point I want to teach her on that is we don't have site control until we have back lane control, or we have 2 frags. What are we doing? I was confused about what it was that we were trying to do here, because it didn't seem like we were serving a purpose.
Yeah, we didn't really have a pre-round plan. So like I didn't know who to follow because we had split push so far. Like some of us were going B, some of us were going A. And
Fuck what they're doing. What are you doing?
That's fair. I was waiting to see which we would end up
No. You
executing.
take the initiative. You take the initiative. You do what you want to do. You call out what you're going to do, and you do it. Right? So, like, one thing that I talk about a lot is the protocol called the Dead Space protocol. You heard me talk about that before?
I have, but I don't remember what it is.
So Dead Space is looking at your actions per minute and seeing how much of it actually serves a purpose, right? So if I'm pressing play here, there's been 3 seconds where we've been staring at a wall.
Yeah.
So the point I want to teach, we're not doing anything, we're not doing anything, we're not doing anything, we're not doing anything, we're not doing anything. That's 10 seconds gone. 12 seconds, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now we're starting to move forward, but it still doesn't really serve much of a purpose, right? So you're waiting for them. What you're saying is, you 4 carry me to the next rank, is basically what's happening. I'm going to react off of what you guys do. I want you to take more initiative. I want you to be the one that goes in and does something. Okay?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or at the very least, make a plan to do something.
Right.
Communicate, hey, I'm going to go towards B long. Can I get someone trading with me here? Or something along those lines. Right? Or be with the group. Be with the 3 people. Sense for me here where she's like, with default keybinds, that stuff feels so uncomfortable to me. Everyone's got different comfort levels. Hydrator. Huge. If we can go back and res, that'd be great. Anytime, so for you as a Sage, anytime you can pop a res to be able to make it like a 4v3 and get the advantage here, that's a massive moment. So don't be afraid to use that. Could we wall res? One of them?
Yeah. I think this is also a situation where it's like, I'm thinking too far ahead because in my mind, I'm like, oh, what if someone's camping the res? Like, what if that's happening? But I'm thinking a lot. And I think I'm giving people too much credit. I think people are thinking so many steps ahead of where I am.
Yeah, they're not rocket scientists at this rank, that's for sure. The big thing is that, yeah, you should be aware of the potential threat of someone being here, 100,000%. I agree with you on that. But you also need to be thinking about the present moment, because if you're thinking like 5-6 steps ahead, they're going to catch you on the first current step. You want to stay present in all moments. Like, what am I doing right now? I'm doing this, this, and this.
Right.
And then the other thing too is that if you live in paranoia the entire time, you miss out on a lot of things that life has to offer. This is like for all things, not just in game, right? You need to just stay here and let it ride. Okay? Something that my mother has a hard time with, actually. Something I wish I could teach her. So I would say commit to whatever plan that you have. Even if you worry that it could be wrong because X, Y, Z could happen. Just do it. Because if XYZ happens and you're like, I wonder, what I can get as a learning from this. Maybe I should have done this sooner, or maybe there was a timing problem here. But if you don't do it and you're worried about 500 different things, well, someone just pops around the corner and shoots you in the head while the time you're thinking, right? Now you're sitting there going like, oh, fuck, what should I have done? And you had a million different options that you could have chosen. This is that gray area protocol. There's gray area, dead space protocol. Those are big things for you. It's a lack of commitment or a lack of decision making that usually causes that, right? Yeah. You're waiting for someone else to lead. You be the leader. Yeah. You get in there. Okay, so where should your eyes be?
Minimap.
Yeah. Now, what do we have control over in terms of entries into the site? Entry paths.
Hookah.
We have hookah. That's one. Correct. We have someone physically into it. Where do you think you should go?
Where I should go? I should go to CT.
Why?
Because that is where I know there are threats coming from right now.
So why go there?
So I need to control it. Otherwise, I'm giving them free access to the site, more angles on me and my teammates.
What's the number situation right now?
3v2.
Do we need to take a fight?
No.
Where should we go?
Garden?
Where should we go? Oh, I thought you said pardon. Sorry. Garden, no, correct. Garden. Yes, garden. Okay, so let's do this from the reverse point of view. So if we have Brimstone, it's us. Yeah. Sorry, we'll say it's a 2. No, we'll do it the other way. We'll say Brimstone's on the other team, okay?
Okay.
And it's a 2v3. You're down a person, okay?
Yeah.
Or let's say it's KO, and KO's not next to us. KO's in CT spawn. We know all 3 of them are coming from CT spawn. What do you do?
Yeah.
In that 2v3?
In a 2v3?
Yeah, what do you do?
Then would you gamble the fight?
You definitely, 100%. Because you're already losing this round. So you would peek out, left side of back sight, pre-fire that angle, try to get one, and back the hell out. Okay. So then it's a 2v2, all right?
Okay.
In this situation, you don't need to force a damn thing, right? Okay. In fact, as you're planting to say 3v2, I'm backing off to garden. Okay. That way KO doesn't do something stupid like this. There's no need for him to take that fight. Right. Even though it was a good shot, and it was a pre-fire, and it would have worked really well for him, it still wasn't necessary.
Yeah,
right? There's just too much risk.
We're on hill. Yeah.
You should be playing from garden. If he died there, it's a 2v2. Now he's put his team into a worse position, right?
Right.
Okay, a little bit more. Can you hear me right now? At least communicate that you're swinging on that situation, because I'm not hearing you speak. Are you speaking in game? This is where you were speaking in game, but I don't think you were speaking your actions, were you? So you have a push copy? No. Okay.
No.
Oh god, she's gonna die. I thought someone was gonna push out on hookah on you there. Like you are on home row. Is it worth retraining how to move so I can use alt? I'm trying to understand what Z-Drones means by that. So he's typing with home row. He's doing ASDF. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't use W to move forward? I'm confused. Or you're using... Okay, so wait. Are you going like this with your movement keys, Z-Drones? Is that what you're doing? You're using your middle finger as your pointer finger? Is that what's going on? Is that what's going on? Like, I'm confused. If you're still in chat, let me know. I would need to see what you're talking about. Home row. Like, you're talking about like 4 fingers across 8. I do middle finger. Okay. Why is this a bad spot to stand?
Because I'm taking a fight I don't have to take. And
no.
Is it the Brim alt?
Yes. The Brim alt was a high threat. You need to be very, very careful of your ults and where you could stand. Most people, if they're going to commit it, is going to drop that ult on a U-Haul, and you're cooked. Because they're hoping to get one or two here and like gamble it and like, ooh, we can turn this round around, right?
Yeah.
They use their ult on site to delay it. This is a silly ult to use because it's a 4v2 situation. What benefit? Think of it like this, Jose, because Jose just was mentioning in chat right now. Think like this: you're in a 2v4 situation. What use is delaying the bomb plant? Your chances of winning that are very, very low already.
Right.
Whereas if you committed your Brim ult to U-Haul, maybe you catch two people and all of a sudden it's a 2v2 bomb down, right?
Right.
I would rather take the chance of blasting U-Haul and see if I can catch these two people slipping right now. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you're going to commit it on W, your ring finger on A, your ends up getting a kill there because he's dumb. But anyways, so now again, to middle finger, holding this space on W is enough.
Yeah.
You know, being here, existing in this area is enough. Especially considering the fact that it's a 4v2. Now it's going to be a 3v2. We don't need to take any fights. Still don't need to take any fights. Okay? Your pointer finger on D. So now you're forcing a fight, and they're looking for it. This is now a gift. Okay?
Right.
Wrapped in a beautiful bow. Okay? Wrapped in a beautiful bow. You're giving this gift away. Okay?
Yeah.
You have to be so careful with the situations by looking up to the top of the screen and realizing what it is that you need to do in that exact moment. A situation of controlling space. Having someone just existing in U-Haul is better. Highly recommend, Jose, that you play more Brimstone. Brimstone is like grassroots controller.
Brimstone.
Yeah, grassroots controller right there. Oh my goodness. We actually should have lost this round.
We should have.
What you're gonna do, and I want to see you execute on it.
We almost sold it.
Yeah, Valkyrie should only be in competitive. One thing you need to always be alert of when you press tab is look at where the big counter ults are, the big threats that you have. You know, like two of the big threats that you have in terms of people getting frags on you on unsuspecting. Thank you so much, Evil Slayer, for the tier 1 sub 5 months. Damn. The jet is a big one. Brimstone's a big one on this map. Because the jet could be going to random updraft off angles that you're not expecting, and all of a sudden you get knifed in the face. And then the Brimstone ult is standing in very, very key spots where they could blast you away if they feel there's enough value to do it. So always being alert of that, having it in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
Take the orb. Why not? Okay, where should you go? Where should you go?
I should have gone to
Garden.
Yeah, Garden again, because we're still up numbers.
Booksy, yes. I hope I'm saying your name right. Chambers destroying me on bind, same idea. If a chamber op happens to be on the field, either on bind or another map, you have to be jump peeking all these angles, right? So long here. This happens way too often, chat, where we have a free orb. Take the orb. There's no sense in not. Yeah, we missed an orb here too.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So back here. So watch this again. So one pick on B. Second pick on B. Okay. If there's going to be another one there, they're here right now. They're rotating. They're going to be attacking on CT. Okay, because we know that there's 2 on B and the 3 towards A. Okay, so they're going to be on CT in a few seconds here. So there it is. Came out of CT. Okay. So you have a free orb right now. Yep. There it is. There's no need for you to be in there. Take the orb. You're good. Why not? You're more than good now. And now it's too late.
Yeah. Right.
So site control happens once you get 2 picks on site, and then it's a duelist's responsibility to ensure the site is fully locked down. This happens way too often, chat, where we have a free orb. Take the orb. There's no sense in not getting that orb.
Oh, he pushed out to 5-person A. Here, hookah.
Lost control of both flanks. Yes, that's also a possibility. skip ahead. Control. Not much more to say here.
I'm not tired.
You get a pick.
More than that. It's more than just one. If you get 2 kills on B site, for example, that means
This is where I'm
probably
explaining
outside
that theory
control.
too.
It's now the duelist's responsibility to clear out to make sure there's not a third one. Okay. If we get 2 kills, we've pretty much moved into post plant. If you get back lane control, so the back side of site control, you pretty much move into post plant. You had more than enough time to grab the orb on long, and you ignored it. That was my one complaint I had. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the post plant rules is going to be very important for her to learn. So she knows when and this Ray's tried to commit suicide.
Let's go back inside.
Okay, I think I'm pretty sure I predict everyone in this round. Okay, this Reyna's been aggressive on showers before. I'd watch out for showers, maybe a flank. Yep.
Yo.
That's the thing with this rank, with platinum, with diamond, it's always the same damn thing. It's always going to be the same people in the same spots.
I'm gonna plant.
Jet will be, there it is. So, this is a tendency that I measured from the first round, basically. Rain has been playing showers of the whole time, every single time very much. So you have one U-Haul, you have one on default.
Does it make sense?
Like it's
We've gone through it a few times now.
Yeah.
You can literally, honest to God, you can get to Ascendant just by knowing this. People will do it over and over again. Very rarely will you see someone actually change a macro element of the game in this level.
Okay.
Consider changing that. Z-Drones, I know of many people that have different button mappings that work for them, like pros and stuff like that, but I would say that the traditional WASD holding your keys like this work the best and most efficiently. If that's what we're referring to here. Okay. Alarm bells are like shining in my head right now. Okay. What do you think I'm worried about?
I have 4 hookah and I'm the only one long, and I have the spike.
Yeah, there's definitely an element of things that we need to worry about for sure. But what I'm more worried about right now is a 6-1 deficit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think of it like this: if you were on a team that had 1 win, how would you play?
Aggressive.
Why?
Because I have nothing to lose.
Correct. We're already saying fuck it. Let's re-roll.
Right.
Fuck it. Let's surrender. Someone's probably rolled a surrender vote on the other end, right? So as soon as they allow the game to continue going, this Rain is gonna be like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna fucking run right through, or KO's gonna fuck it, I'm gonna run right through. So with 16 seconds into it, I'm thinking about all the opportunities, all the possibilities. They've called up 4 people here. This guy's probably pushed up. So we need to move our ass and haul into sight right now and expect a flank, or we need to go back and re-clear it. One of the two.
Yeah.
You have 2 more. KO's gonna be on. See
how
your knife's out right now?
Yep.
Could be danger.
Yeah.
Okay. They could be getting desperate and starting to push through on short here. We gotta...
I don't remember who called for a rotate, but somebody called for a rotate here.
They could be. Listen to what I say here. Or KO's gonna be on long. They could be getting desperate and starting to push through on short here. We gotta be careful. Yep. See, like it's not rocket science. It's psychology. When people start giving up, they start just fucking throwing things to the wayside and like, well, let's just throw shit on the wall and see what sticks. Right?
Yeah. Ray's also left those
clip and chat,
shorties
please.
there
Thank
for
you.
some reason. And I think in all chat, somebody was like, I just took your shorty or some shit like that. I think it was Jet. I think Jet gets the shorty kill.
Jet's still in here. Jet will be CT in a few seconds, probably peeking from default or U-Haul. I'm surprised. There she is.
Lamps.
Another prediction in chat, please. Another prediction clip.
Ultimate is ready. 1 enemy remaining.
Can we clip all these, please? Thank you. Do one on the prediction montage. Okay, KO was flanked before. Never mind, KO's in CT. See. Oh, there he is. What? 3 predictions, 1 shot.
I reset. I think that is my biggest thing.
So yeah, KO flank.
Such a hard time resetting, so I'm like,
KO flank is something that he did from pistol round. So tendencies again. Whatever feels normal for them to do, they're gonna keep doing it. It's pretty crazy. I'll watch it again. The one thing I'll say to you is, if you don't hit them in the first bullet and kill them, and you're playing a higher rank, they kill you. So there's no sense in panicking because the fight's already over. So just reset yourself. This is an important lesson I keep trying to teach everyone on TikTok. It's hard for me to get the words along, but think of it like this. If you're playing against a namebot, you're playing against tens, you're playing against someone who has really good shots, right?
Right.
You only get one opportunity to be able to shoot them. If you miss that opportunity, you're dead. It's just that simple, right? So if you're in these ranks where it's like, oh, I missed my first shot, and then they start whiffing and crouching and spraying bullets everywhere, including the kitchen sink, then you're consider yourself dead already. So just reset the fight completely and then retap, because you're trying to prepare yourself for the immortal rank, right? That's ultimately what you should be preparing yourself for. So play like you're in it. If they give you that opportunity to reset, that's a gift from above. Take it. How often should a team have someone flank? This includes when the enemy team has util to hold flank. You should have one person watching flank, or you have utility in the way of a sentinel to be able to cover that flank. Now, one thing that we're going to talk about when they go on defense is the power of flanking, because look at their team comp right now. What are they weak with, Coffee?
They have no sentinel.
They have 0 sentinel. That means their flank watch is extremely weak. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So playing aggressive on defense is actually the way that you want to go about this. And it would have been a much easier cleanup of the enemy team had you done that. One of the things that you lacked doing on defense was aggressively trying to take information, which we kind of talked about before, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how to jump peek?
No, I do not.
Holding W, you hit your jump key, and then you press AS if you're on a left peek wall and then a right peek wall. It's literally that simple. You let go of W and press AS. And that way, you look at your mini map, you're able to see if someone's spotted. Okay? You just literally look down the way, W, AS. You're running at it at a diagonal. So if you're running at the wall here, you run at the wall like this, and then WAS. Or it would be WAS if you're on defense. You need to learn that skill, because that will help you decide if you can flank or not. If you see nothing towards B, there's going to be a specific round like, oh man, if you just jump peeked hookah here instead of throwing your wall to see if someone was there, you'd be like, oh, it's probably A. I'm going to start flanking right away.
Gotcha.
Okay? Oh, you're talking about the opposite hyperlinky.
I'm going to go for res if we can fight this.
You should do it at least once, hyperlinky, to make people worried about it. Especially if they have util, you want to break that util, so that they're worried about it constantly. How's it going, Auntie? Good to see you. Welcome in. One in CT in a few seconds. So 2-1 backside. Reyna will be CT in like 1 second here.
Ooh, 80 Phoenix.
His flash didn't even work for him, but it still got you.
Yeah, I think I was thinking too much because I knew Jet was back there, but I saw Phoenix's gun like pointing up into the air, and I was like, wait a damn minute, what's happening?
Yeah, it wasn't Reyna, it was just Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh man. So one communication that you can start saying is just 2v1, 2v1. You repeat that sometimes, people will stop doing what they're just doing there. Like, both of them are trying to go for a fight there. It's like, why? We're just trying to give them a chance to win. Just repeat 2v1, 2v1. If they decide to peek like that and they both get one-tapped, it is what it is. At least you said it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Will you...
It's too late.
Too late.
This is where I was saying, like, do that blast in U-Haul. Because we know where they're going to play. There's your Reyna.
Yeah.
We have Jet here.
I realized that Brim was so far offside that I was like, it's too late.
So Reyna, Jet, Phoenix. That's what they're going to be. Right?
Makes sense. Yeah.
I have this spike. Bomb buddy
See?
out.
So have we ulted there? It's game over. Especially with that first pick on showers. You just win.
Sure. Not with us. Yeah. Outside.
It's not rocket science here, guys. And we can do it again, literally this round. Okay, so at the start of this round, just say in the next round. So the way that you say it is important too, because I'm not sure how they responded, but the way that you said it was more commanding versus a suggestion. So what you do is you say it like this. Hey guys, Phoenix has been playing here every game, every round. Jet here, Reyna here. Do you like ulting here with Brimstone and just running it down and winning this round?
Yeah.
That's how you say it. You suggest it, and you pose it as a question. If you do that, it's just logic at that point. Everyone's going, oh, I like winning, right?
Right.
That seems like a good read. Let's do it, right?
Yeah.
And in the last round, we do it, but what happens is that we're at such a deficit on the wins that they decide to just buy 2 ops because they're like, whatever, I'm just going to buy an op.
Right.
And that's also on your Brimstone, because why the fuck aren't we smoking it?
Right.
You know, why not? Why aren't we smoking?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm ideas right now. Far behind because I'm giving your ideas right. What are we looking at right now?
My teammate. I don't know.
Through the box?
I literally just
Were you
went to look at,
Myron?
like, I went to like look at it. I don't know why I did that either because I was watching that angle and then he walks towards me and I think what I literally said was like, when the fuck did he get that operator? And I was just looking at the silhouette of the operator.
You're sitting here watching the operator versus watching the minimap?
Yeah. Yeah, literally. That's literally what happened. I won't lie.
This is like, it's kind of like a chipmunk chasing a nut. It's like, oh, where did that nut come from? That's
right,
weird.
Exactly.
Right?
I was like, yeah.
If you're staring at a box at any point in time, it should be 100% you're just looking at the minimap, and that would immediately give you this. So I'm sitting here going like, I'm watching the minimap and going, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I freaked the fuck out of me. I'm like, hello. Hang on, let me move my camera and replay that for everyone to see. That was funny.
Oh, so funny.
Holy shit. That's a good moment.
Poor turd burglar. Rest in peace.
Alright, let's see it.
Push, and if you
Primal, we'll get you in here in just a little bit.
we can do KO here.
The way that she said this was not the way you're supposed to do it. That's okay.
Yeah, I think I was also confused because we started pushing B, but I was calling for us to push A. So he thought I was calling for U-Haul on B, and he was like, "What's U-Haul on B?" And I was like, "U-Haul on B doesn't exist. Like that's not a thing." But we weren't positioned for A, so I think I just confused the hell out of that guy.
Yeah. And then the funny thing is that we do it in the next round, and then we do the play, and probably everyone's like, "See, it doesn't work."
Right.
It's like, whatever, man. Whatever you say. Okay, so we finally do the play here, and then they buy ops. Oh, you use it all the time. Free kill, backside, and one.
1-7.
They have 2 ops. That's crazy.
That is crazy. We gave them one, so that's kind of our bad.
This is still winnable too.
Yeah.
Flank.
Please. I did hear him too, and I just choked a little bit. We made choices. We made a lot of choices.
No, this was fine. No one could predict that they're gonna throw 2 freaking ops on the site. Like, you would have been fine. The flank you could have totally taken care of.
Bad.
So let's just listen back to it so you can hear it. They have 2 ops. That's crazy. I'm not sure.
We gave.
I'm not sure what happened. If you were just distracted by something.
So that's kind of our bad.
Let's listen back to this.
HP.
Flank. You can hear the stomping, right? It's not your teammate. It's coming from your left. So right away, you're just like, oh, there's someone behind me. And you should be fully fixated on that person because it's a 2v4 situation. This could be a free kill for us. This could be our ticket back into the round. Flank.
Yeah.
Flank.
Please. Yeah.
Okay, so let's move ahead. I was going to say...
Okay. I was just distracted. I was waiting to not be suppressed because I had 2 HP. And I think I was paying too much attention to the countdown timer.
Mm-hmm. So it ended up paying off for them. Right? So that's totally fine. Yeah. The flank you totally could have dealt with. You heard them running. And there was only one spot. The problem we're going to run into right now, chat, is that she plays so passively that they're going to start just running it down. And I think this 9-3 clarification is going to be real. Were you used to singing like a Disney song there? Yeah,
I was.
Like,
yes.
That sounds like that's a Disney song.
I was like, this is gonna happen.
That's a Disney song. Okay, so as I'm gonna say this, like I'm predicting what's gonna happen. So think about it. 9-3. Who here deals with 9-3 curses in chat? Right? Happens all the time. Here's the situation. Okay, when you're in a 9-3, what tends to happen is the team with the 3 says, "Fuck it, we're gonna lose anyway. Let's just run it down and do something stupid." So they do something stupid, and the team with 9 start playing not to lose. Start playing super passive. Okay, so you end up throwing up your wall like in a shallow angle to give them all this space, for example. You start busting your utility earlier, and everyone starts playing back so they don't lose. You should be doing exactly what you did the rounds prior. Whatever worked for you, you do that. If it means being aggressive and pushing out and taking attackers spawn and then flanking them, you do that. If that's the case, whatever it is, you don't change the way that you play. But what you can do as a sentinel is not commit these walls so damn deep on our angle. Okay?
Right.
One wall that is universal for pretty much everyone as a sage, what they like to do is they like to go to hookah and they place the wall so it's like this. Okay? That way they have to break 1 to 2 bricks usually to be able to get into it. Okay? So I would say the best one, in my opinion, is something like this.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
If you can turn it like that, that's perfect. Because now they got to break this brick and they got to break this one or this one to get through. So that's a big stall tactic wall. That gives you more space that allows you to control hookah versus you doing here. And now they take all of this space for free. Okay?
Right. That makes sense.
So a deeper wall would be really good. Okay?
Yeah.
Going up and seeing if you can wall down here. Like that gives you a little bit more space to work with. That's another example. If you do this kind of wall, this is now a threat. Obviously the one over here works too, but you see what you get my point on this one, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so over here, if you can move up and get space to be able to throw a wall deeper, that's fine. You can work with that. You don't necessarily have to drop these walls right away either. Okay?
Yeah.
Throw a wall like this. If you can move up closer, throw a wall like that. That's fine too. But there's options here. Okay?
Yeah.
So we don't necessarily need to drop them right away. We don't need to throw them, you know, so shallow on our end.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hydrator, see you later. Thank you so much for coming out. Appreciate you, my friend. The problem we're going to run into right now, chat, is that she plays so passively that they're going to start just running it down. And I think this 9-3 curse is going to be real.
I see the light. They're on site.
And now I see the light, and it's like the fog is lifted. I could see us losing this game.
Ayo, any high elo VODs today?
In a little bit, Tram, I do believe. Hi, Elo. Join some high Elo VODs. So join socials. You can direct message me. I'll give you all the information. So like again, you know, we're playing completely passive. Everyone, look at this. Everyone's playing passive, afraid to lose in corners, and this could work for sure. I'm not saying that it can't. Brimstone, you know what? I will sing that song for you. I will sing that song for you after this VOD. Okay, see the light. We'll do that one. A nice Disney song for you. This is fine. It can work. It's just like, why not, you know, everyone, like, at least get 4 people to push down here and you put a wall, you know, shallow this time over here. Throw your slows. Buy slows, buy your wall, and then you slow everyone down from going to B, and then you guys take an aggressive push on A. These are little things you can suggest. So there's something for everyone. If you can't afford one-on-one with me, it's because it's stuck in my head now. Coaches that can do it at a cheaper rate. But I Guns and Roses group coaching as well. Which is I can do patience maybe. So group coaching is all through Patreon, which you see me spamming in the chat right now.
Spike down A.
Enemy spotted A.
Tail might be able to save his Reyna's for life here. Nope.
There's a bulldog. Oh.
Let's get in the smoke. Get in the smoke. Go, go, go. Get in the smoke. What? Why did you hesitate here?
I don't know. I was scared, I think. I think when I'm in these tough situations, sometimes I choke.
What's tough about the situation?
It's not winnable.
What do you mean? Of course it's winnable. Why are you lying to yourself? I'll say it's less winnable when you back up.
True.
Right?
True.
What kind of fights do you want to take with your classic?
close.
Yeah. So don't
As
increase the
close as I
distance.
can get.
Yeah, don't increase the distance. You don't have a Vandal. If you have a Vandal, it kind of makes sense. But you just backed up, and then you said, hey, you know what? Why don't you take a long-range fight on me and give you a maximum chance to win here with 42 HP?
Yeah.
Take your time, just do damage. So, it's not a matter of the winning or losing of this round. We're on eco. We're supposed to lose. You're in a situation that is close to unwinnable, for sure. It's pretty tough in a 1v3 with just a classic. So give yourself the best opportunity to do as much damage as you can, and then all of a sudden, magic happens. You just sang, I see the light, right? You clearly believe in Disney magic. I believe in it too.
Yes.
Show us some fucking Disney magic here, right? Get in that smoke, get up there, right-click them in the face, and see what happens.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Mickey Mouse comes out of nowhere and blesses everybody. Remember, take your time and do your damage. I don't mind you running into that brim smoke there and trying to generate a close range fight either. Don't be afraid to be aggressive. There's nothing to lose in those rounds. You're gonna go to hookah, for example, put that wall deeper so that we're spacing it out and controlling more of the space. You don't have to wall right away either. It's up to you. Primal, I just need a few more minutes to finish this one off. Deeper than that. Put it deeper into the hallway. Yeah. Yeah, get it deeper. I know what you're gonna say, Mega. Chill.
What's up, Sierra? Breaking wall. I'm gonna slow.
Okay, so I'm shaking my head. Why?
Right. Because I dumped both slows quickly.
You just jumped your util. Just poured your load all over the place, right? Just chill.
Right.
Util efficiency here is a little bit rough.
Just
busted it.
Yep.
They have sheriffs. We don't have to be fighting. You're, honestly, God, Sage players, Sage mains in chat. Your slows are so fucking powerful. They're so fucking powerful. In here, they're the biggest nuisance in the game. Honest to God, they're very slept on. Run away from the angle. Repeat it.
Phoenix's Garden.
There you go. You were about to peek this perfectly, and then you pressed W.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Small. What did I say, Mega? Did I say something?
Give him a D.
There you go. Ooh. I was gonna say give him a D here, but I didn't. I held back because I have Mega roll in chat, and she, you know.
What did he say?
You know what Mega roll's like. Everyone knows what Mega roll's like. I have to be. You can totally call out the tube right now. Always implying nasty things. And this is a Christian stream. No, I can't hear them talking at all.
That's so weird.
That's his Discord.
I forgot that Discord doesn't let you hear the team.
Yeah, I can never hear anything. Right. You can literally hold a site down by yourself with Sage if you are organizing when you're throwing that utility. I mean, I feel like I should play some Sage and rank for you guys. Just to see how boring this shit is, but at the same time, it's like how you instantaneously toss.
I know, I watched Tens play Sage a couple days ago. That's funny.
Yeah, he's probably playing aggressive angles with his walls.
He was talking about the slows, actually. He was like...
And how powerful they fucking are?
Yeah, he was like, I don't buy the wall. I buy shield and 2 slows.
I agree. On
slows
pistol
are the
round?
best thing in the game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun to watch him play Sage.
Yeah, I think the wall is a little overrated on pistol, for sure.
Yeah.
Bean is #1. Oh, did we finally chose? I think we finished that off. Is that what's going on? And do we have the top 10 now? Mega roll? Come on. So you guys are going to be competing for cash. I guess I should probably make that announcement. The top 10. So what we're doing is every month. Is it every month or 3 months? I'm not sure. I have to decide on that one. I think it's going to be every month. We have a top 10 leaderboard on our Discord for tier 2 and above. And if you're in that group, you get recorded your wins at the end of the month or every 3 months or so. Was it 3 months? Depending on games, maybe like 4 teams, but can flex on it. I think we're just going to go with the 2 teams, though. Wendler. So what happens is, at the end of every month, we'll just say it's month for right now until I've figured out exactly when we're going to do it. if you're in the top 10 winningest persons in the Discord, you compete for cash. So the top 5 winners in that final game, in a best of 3, we'll say, and we'll probably cast it as well, which will be fun. We'll compete for the cash and win money. So, tied for second. Campty's in there. Yeah, the winningest players. You can totally go for the jugular. Go for a vandal. Go for We're also going to be voting on who was the most improved player in 10-mans for that month or those 3 months, whatever it's going to be. And they will win a free coaching session. And whoever is the most improved player, what else do we have? That's in the 10, but whoever's the most improved player overall will win a $25 gift card for Valorant skins as well. All in Discord, if you guys are brand new.
I'm damn near full cycle.
Last player standing.
Oh.
Spike planted.
Thank you, Vixen.
Oh, okay.
Evil Slayer, thank you so much for the tier 2 sub. Thank you, 5 months in a row. Okay, let's move ahead, because that's pretty much a repetitive situation as before. Just do damage, and I think you did it there. We need to gamble more. We're playing too much on our side. Yeah, okay, so it's a very simple game in this rank, right? They're gonna either go A, they're gonna go B. It's one of those two. If you hear a Phoenix ult early, like this, listen. Other thing, I want you to get into the habit of pressing tab, because you're missing it for a few of these rounds as well.
Yeah, makes sense.
You got so many assists here, holy shit. Wayne Gretzky.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Okay, KO knife there. You hear jokes over, they're dead. You don't hear any sand, so no one's running up hard on hookah.
Yeah.
If they're popping this ult, they're probably rushing wherever they're going.
Yeah,
okay?
they're committing.
They're committing to it. You don't hear it, I would run down here and just start flanking right away. Okay, just take the gamble, because you're on eco, so there's no risk right now, so you just go for it, right?
Okay.
We need to gamble more. We're playing too much on our side. If you hear alts going one side, this rank is very simple. They're probably hitting that site. Push out challenge.
There's two backside.
Spike planted.
Again, what could we have done? Because you decided to throw your slows here. What could we have done?
Right.
Push out challenge.
That's a good question that I do not currently have an answer for.
You have lots of answers. Keep going forward. You stopped here, right? Run into
Yeah,
that smoke.
yeah.
Run into the smoke. Now it's too late. Okay.
Yeah,
now what
that
could we
makes
do?
sense.
What else could we do here? Run up through a wall, be on the wall, and challenge the site.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense. There's two backside.
Spike planted.
Your mentality early in the round, when you're on eco, is to do damage.
Okay.
Okay, if you buy all this utility, your intention is to do damage. Find a way to make it work. Move up, fight them, get in their face. That's the only chance you're really going to generate a frag with a classic, is you get right close to them. So make it happen for yourself.
That makes sense.
Don't play in fear in these rounds. You should have the opposite of fear. They should be fearful of you. They should be avoiding you.
Yeah.
When they throw a smoke on your eco, make them never want to throw a smoke again against an eco. Teach them the lesson of why you don't do that. Punish them. They're not going to expect you in this rank. They're not going to expect you in Immortal sometimes. Right? Get in there. Do it. Okay, I would rotate right now. You either hit the TP right away. Good. KO's dead in like a few seconds here. Ugh.
Yeah.
You're so counterable, it's crazy. Where's that Brimstone? I'm just upset right now because Brimstone's doing absolutely fuck all for your team.
Right.
I'm just like, he's like sitting here with an ult. He's sitting here with smokes. He's not smoking anything off for his KO.
Yeah.
Like, you know, KO, is playing this spot. I don't know if he's in a full buy. It's a really weird spot to stand in a full buy. But if he's like that and he has an eco, why don't you throw smoke here? Throw smoke here so that he can play in and around that. You know, it's like there's so many opportunities that controllers can literally carry their team, and they don't take full advantage of it. And I'm sitting here just like watching this happen. I'm like, come on, anything.
Yeah. He did not use his smokes very much. Which is weird because he locked controller really quickly.
Yeah, but he's also gold. He doesn't understand fully what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, that's right.
Everyone at this rank's thinking frag. They're not thinking about what they can do to have impact.
Yeah.
Okay, this round's over.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, is this with the slow? Is that possible?
Yes.
Yeah, so what I was talking about is early in the round, you can say, hey, Raze, do you like pushing up here with a double satchel and then ulting them in the face while I slow them down so they can't move in?
Yeah.
Like that would be something that you can do, right?
Yeah, good util coordination.
Get out of my way.
Just look short.
You fought well.
This Jet's just trying to die.
There's a few showers. Yeah, so this is my time actually. I'm ready to be done.
Okay, so you got a kill here, right? One thing you need to get into the habit of doing is when you get kills, they obviously have communicated where you're going to be. If you continue to stand in here, you're begging to be shot in the face eventually.
Right.
So this is where your problem lies. You get a kill, you need to fall back to a different angle. Yeah. Whenever you kill someone on defense, it's almost like the attacking team purchases that space for that life.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you give them the respect of taking that space now, and you fall back and you challenge them for another layer of space. Okay? So they can take site and they can plant because it's going to be a 5v3 situation. Now it's a 4v3 obviously, or 4v2. So they know you're here. They've known you here the entire time.
Right.
And you haven't changed your position. Still in pocket. So you're no longer safe here. The cat's out of the bag. Right? As soon as this KO dies and as soon as your first line of defense is gone, now it's gone.
Right.
Okay, so here's the point I'm going to make. In this situation, when you see them motioning around on short with 46 seconds and them knowing how many people are going to be here, typically what happens is you rotate to B right away because they're probably going to end B. They're not going to bother risking taking A. Now, in this rank, they always seem to fucking commit.
Yes.
They will always commit even though they know you're there. But if you wrap to B here, they commit to A on this rank. They never leave. Which is exactly what happens. They never fucking leave.
Pushing in.
So, a combination of things. The other player is terrible, and they already knew you were going to be there.
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
You killed two people in the spot. Timmy's coming out wide swinging that angle. Right? And this is Timmy. Imagine if it was tens.
No,
they're leaving. Wow. Incredible. It's like automatic. So that was a little bit of a sketchy session. I apologize. But it is what it is. It happens sometimes. What were your top takeaways from today?
Being smarter about my utility and making sure I'm not dumping my entire kit at the start of the round, and ensuring that I am positioning in a way that is advantageous to me, depending on what kind of buy I'm on and the playstyle of the team, and just continue to work on my awareness of both pushing tab and ensuring that I'm understanding what my potential threats are on the enemy team, and also coordinating calls a little bit better. And just being aware of like making decisions and committing to the decisions versus like waiting for people to make the decisions for me.
Don't be afraid to play outside your role a little bit than Sentinel. Yeah. Because I feel like you would benefit, and probably said this to you before, from playing in a role that would be a little bit more aggressive, that wants to look for fights. I think that will help give you the other side of the pendulum in terms of how you play in your play style. Like choosing an entry fragger like a Jet or a Neon or a Raze, and try to learn their kit a little bit, learn what it's like to take fights, so that you are numb to the fear of taking a fight and numb to the fear of taking space. So when you go back to Sentinel, you're like, okay, I know how to play super defensively, but I also know how to turn it on and take space when I need to. So I think that would be a big benefit for you. it will derank you for a little while because you need to learn it. But I think in the long run, it's a good move. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Love it, Coffee. I think you're improving incredibly fast, which is really good. And I think definitely within reach, you will get to Diamond, no problem. I mean, if you just take into the fact that everyone plays the exact same way every single round, like they did in this one, that's enough to get you to where you need to go, let alone you being a duelist or anything like that. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Awesome, Coffee. And I'm looking forward to working with drones. I think I see him pretty soon.
Yeah.
Might be in July. I'm not sure.
That's the end of this.
Yeah.
Hope I would come and be in chat and bother him.
Awesome. Bother him for sure. Okay, we will talk to you real soon. Have a great one, okay?
All right, thank you.
No problem. Okay, Primal, I apologize for how long this has been. I'm going to get Primal in here now. I totally forgot to put in my streamer mode. I want to make sure everyone knows I'm on. Perfect. Okay, cool. Primal, let's get you in here. I'm going to give you a call, and we'll get going. Yeah, Booksy, that the Patreon is definitely awesome for group coaching. It's also good for that tier 2 leaderboard. So if you're interested in competing for cash inside the Discord, no better place to do it than through that. Primal, how you doing, my friend?
I'm pretty good. How about you, man?
Very good. I apologize for how long that took. We had a little bit of a hiccup with the VODs and stuff. So, but we are here now. So, Primal, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long you've been playing for, and what are your goals, and what do you struggle with the most?
I've been playing for about 6 months.
Okay.
Trying to get I at least want to get to gold and then go from there.
Okay.
And I think my biggest problem is probably consistent aim.
Okay. Consistent aim. And what is your current rank right now?
Iron 3.
Iron 3. Awesome. Cool. I think I've only had the pleasure of working with 3 irons so far. So Iron is always a good challenge because it's bringing me back to my first days when I was playing tactical shooters and trying to remember all the lessons I taught myself, all the protocols I gave to myself. So I always enjoy teaching this rank. So we'll see how it goes. And we have a split VOD. Hopefully it's not split. Is it not split? It's split. Darn it.
Oh, I think it is split. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be a split. It is what it is. We'll go through it. I think in this rank, it's not going to be too big of a deal because everyone's kind of like trying to figure out what the heck they're doing. I like that you chose this character. Why did you choose Phoenix?
Honestly, he was the first character I ever played. But I don't know, his kit was pretty easy to get a grasp of. And I feel like I play him decently. Not great, but decent.
Can't remember all the cash here because I remember all the numbers. Let me take a look. Can you buy more here? That's the first thing I'm going to look at. You have 150 bucks. I don't see your buy menu. You went with a ghost. Okay, so talk to me a little bit about this buy.
It's my basic buy. I'm not very good with the what's the starting pistol you get? I don't remember.
The classic.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't hit shots pretty consistently with it. I don't either with a ghost. But I know that I have a tendency to hit moving headshots with the ghost. As far as the wall, I just feel like it's more of a tactical thing. If I can buy what I can, I'll go ahead and grab it.
Okay, cool. So I'm totally fine with that, especially at this rank. Just go with preference. Go with whatever feels right for you. I would always think about later on, though, once you get into higher ranks, think about the fights that you're planning on taking and choosing the weapon that makes the most amount of sense, right? I would say in this comp, you're going to be second frag. Do you know who the entry fragger would be? This is a tricky one, but it's